How you doing? This is the guy from Pittsburgh. I'm wearing my special costume. I spent time today fixing the forum and adding new stuff to it, but I am not happy about this. Now, the weird thing is that um, uh, the whoever did this uh, I haven't heard. I made Art Bell Fan 1 a moderator, sent her the password. She says she never got the password. My other moderator, just 6998 from Bellgab, he's left about 40 or 50 posts on the board. He likes the board a lot. He didn't hack it. And the only other person had a password to my forum was Little Chris, who was briefly a moderator so he could do some changes to my board. I didn't like what he did, so I changed the changes and then changed the password, but I guess he was in there long enough to get my own personal password. Somebody from Bellgab screwed up my board. And a couple other things I want to say. Somebody sent me a email with a comment about me on Bellgab. It immediately got removed. Is MV over there so insecure that he can't stand one little comment about me on the board? Is he that afraid of what I do? I think so. I've repaired about half the board. They removed all the comments and postings in the Bill and Nancy Burns section, which I don't understand. But it took me, 12 hours of work yesterday. I've now put up a lot of J.C. Webster content, a lot of Art Bell videos, 5 pages of Nori videos from YouTube, and commentary. And, this thing does not cover up my glasses entirely. And I'll be adding more stuff. But, it's one thing to have people not like what you do, but try to destroy what you do on the internet is terrible. I've changed my password. And the other thing that sucks is board hosts will not answer my emails for help. And I think they may have done something that board host is not getting my emails because I haven't heard a reply all week. The two other things that are gratifying, a poster on one of my videos commented that my videos are more entertaining than Nori. I sometimes think you could put on a... and everything's falling every time I move in here. I got to clean this place up some more. You could put a piece of... oh, God, it all did fall. Good Lord. I had some printer paper. I keep calling it typing paper because I'm old school and I go back to the ancient days when you typed in a typewriter. Hold on, I can't see it. Well, oh my God, the whole choir fell down. Well, you could put one of these. You could put this up for 4 hours and have a more entertaining show some nights than Nori. Blank piece of paper on both sides, and it would be, or a polar bear in a snowstorm. Now, tonight he's having a show about a book called Ha, where they analyze laughter. And I'm going like, who the hell analyzes laughter? I mean, you laugh. What's the big deal? Why we laugh? I've never understand these guys. Go out and analyze everything. And he's got a guest on there, and Nori said, I almost laughed at the title, Ha. And this shows you the depths of degradation, the boiling pits of suckage that coast to coast and dragged down to. Do we get a paranormal show on Friday night or even open lines? No, we get Ha. and talking about laughter. And, oh, yeah, Nori's going to Boise, Idaho this week. And I sent him the books to autograph. He's still in St. Louis in his cave. And he says he has some boffo, surefire jokes to torture the audience. I guess they'll lock the doors so they can't escape. He's going to tell his audience some killer jokes, or he thinks they're killer jokes anyway, when he goes there. I guess Stan Freeman will be trying to climb the walls or pull the hairs out of his beard when he's being tortured by Nori jokes. So that should be an interesting thing. I wonder if they throw potatoes at you if you bomb on stage in Boise, Idaho, instead of tomatoes, since it's the potato capital. And with apologies to Oregon, Washington, and Maine, but I know they have a lot of potatoes in Idaho. I bought some organic potatoes, and the things were weird. I cut some of the peel off to get the dead spouts out in the eyes, and the skin underneath was either purple or green. I don't know what that meant. I ate them, but it was weird. So, anyway, this is what we got to listen to. Ha-book instead of hauntings or UFOs or chupacabras that are paranormal. My God, it's, let's see, March 16th. That means we got a year. And let's see, April, May, June, July, August, September. Year and a half till Art Bell comes back. And please, Art, if you come back at 10 o'clock at night, so you're right against Nori. So you can knock this guy off the air. Oh, it's pitiful. Anyway, you never know what might going to happen when you go outside. I normally take my handy cam around my neck, but I had to go to Safeway to get food and cat food because we don't have a car yet. And I didn't know how much stuff I'd have to carry by hand once I got off the bus, so I didn't bring it. I go in there, and I'm sitting in the electric wheelchair. I got a knee appointment with the knee doctor on Tuesday. I'm hoping he'll finally arranged to do surgery on my knee. And I go in there and I wanted to get a sandwich from the deli, and all this smoke starts pouring out like they were elected a pope, and they evacuated the store. Their chicken fryer caught on fire. So I said, I can't believe it. I could have seen a major inferno here. Not that I wish bad on Safeway or anybody in there, but the one time I don't carry my handycam, there's a fire. Go figure. So I shot a couple of shots my iPhone, and I just put one on YouTube. But this is why I carry the thing around. I might see a fire. There might be an earthquake. There might be a traffic accident, or someone might need help. Or you might see an interesting animal. I don't know. So, anyway, I'll another subject, but I would sure like to know what evil person tried to silence me by trying to destroy my board. Well, I'm going to fix everything on that board, and it's going to be a lot better. I noticed something curious, that when I put all the J.C. Webster videos up, there's about 42 of them. People aren't looking at them. Nobody's joining the board, but they're looking at the videos. They're looking at the comments. They're looking at the stories I post. So someone's out there. And the Bellgabbers, if you want to join the board, feel free. I changed the comment about MV to from short-sighted fool to insecure person, because that's what I think he is. He couldn't handle my being on there. And if and another thing, farmers market's going to open up soon, and my goal by the end of the year is to lose 50 more pounds. You guys won't have as much to complain about, because these guys always saying I'm fat. Yeah, I'm fat because I got a bad knee that makes it really hard to walk, and I haven't been eating the right stuff because I was sick with the flu for over a month. My poor 95-year-old mother had another major heart attack. I don't know how the woman is still alive. They called an ambulance for her. Her motorized wheelchair isn't working. I got to go over there Tuesday and see if I can fix it for her. And a new one's $5,000. What a racket that is. They took her in an ambulance to the hospital 6 blocks away, and they sent her a bill for $1,750 when that's supposed to be covered under her veterans care. But who knows if Obama's cut that or whatever. He's cutting everything else. We always screw over our veterans after we wind down from a war, and that's terrible. The guys are losing life and limb, and women too. Got women over there from Afghanistan and Iraq that lost legs and arms and have died. And it's not like one person said that these are mercenaries, because that's absolutely idiotic. A mercenary makes $100,000 to $200,000 a year, and the starting salary for a basic recruit is around $15,000 a year. They're hardly getting rich going in the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Air Force, or the Coast Guard, or the Air Force Reserve. But I know you can go in the Reserve or you can go in the National Guard. I know there's the Air National Guard and the Army National Guard. But these guys ain't getting rich doing this, at least not when they start out. And I support all our troops, be it male or female. Oh yeah, that missing airliner. I settled on Monday that's probably either been hijacked down in the ocean or kidnapped by aliens. And now the Nori tonight had a guest that said that he thinks it's been hijacked, and he said they may use it to stick a nuke on it and nuke Tel Aviv, Washington, D.C., or New York City, because they can't find this thing. And I can't understand that. They can find a license plate on a damn car from orbit, but they can't find a giant airliner. Makes no sense to me. I still think the Chinese or terrorists hijacked that plane because they got 20 IT experts on there that know all about our information secrets, because they got a contract with the federal government. That company does in Houston. And I think we're going to find out about that one day if they don't use this plane to do terrorism. Of course, what happens to the 250 people and the 15 crew members? Of course, no one in the media has said the other thing. Now, Fox tonight said they've come to the conclusion it's been hijacked, but no one comes with the other thing, that could a UFO have abducted the entire plane. That's not why they can't find it. China said they moved 10 satellites up in orbit to try to find the plane. They haven't found the plane either. And I don't know what Obama's doing. Is he having his 5 o'clock cocktail hour? Where are our satellites looking for this thing? We got tons of them up there. Why can't our satellites be repositioned like the Chinese and look for the plane? We got Americans on that plane, probably. Half the plane is Chinese or Malaysian, but there must be some Americans on there. And I don't know what the deal is with those two guys with the stolen passports who were flying from Tinker's to Everest to Chance via. They go all the way to China to get into Europe to go into Europe on false passports. So what happened with those guys? I think they're going to find this plane, but I think they won't find it in the way anybody would like. Either it will be blown up or someone will use it as a terrorist attack. Remember that plane around 9/11 that disappeared from Africa, and they finally found it out of the way of the airport in the middle of nowhere? That was a 727, if I remember correctly, but don't quote me. So I think they're going to find this thing one way or the other, but it may not be good for America and the world, and who knows what happened to all those people. But remember, there was Nori's favorite show, The Twilight Zone. There was a Twilight Zone episode where this whole airliner went into a time warp, and you saw the little models of dinosaurs at the New York World's Fair site. And they were flying over New York, but they were flying over New York in the past. So it could have been abducted by aliens. Above Top Secret said that was one of the possibilities when it happened. That was their website. So anyway, I'm done with this. I'm going to listen to another Nori show, and I'm done with this, and I'll do some talking about something. But I've been spending all my time trying to repair the forums. That's why you haven't heard from me. And this is the guy from Pittsburgh. And I'll catch you next time. And I hope one day to find the evil miscreants who I don't know if you'd call it a hack, but damaged my board, because they should be stomped out of existence as far as I'm concerned. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.